next performer has actually dabbled in multiple genres of music. She's been in a hip-hop band. She's played classical. She's been a jazz drummer. Tonight, though, she's here in the context of being a singer-songwriter. Her latest recorded effort is called Root Root to Rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome DEVAN TRACY.
And they tell you to stay in line like the train tracks. Don't you look back, keep a straight face, jump on through the hoops and just follow. And they tell you to stay in line like the train tracks. Don't you look back, keep a straight face, jump on through the hoops and just follow. And your old school ways are giving me stomach pains. Just jump on my train and I'll show you the way. You gotta say goodbye. You gotta let some things go. You gotta step back in time and change the stories we wrote. I don't wanna scare you, but contingency rules. There's danger in adventure, but routine is for fools. I just wanna see you leave a trace on this earth. Make a stranger smile, find your own self-worth. You gotta earn your keep. You gotta keep yourself whole. Perfection ain't key, just pacify your soul. Don't let them tell you to stay in line like the train tracks. You can look back without a straight face. Don't jump through the hoops. Don't you follow, don't you follow. Don't wait on the world to change. It's habitual ways. Just jump on my train. Everything'll be okay. You gotta say goodbye. You gotta let some things go. You gotta step back in time and change the stories we wrote. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out tonight. It's so good to play to a crowd. I'm usually just playing in the living room. And thank you so much to Adam for putting this on. He puts his heart and soul into this thing. So thank you to the anonymous Coffeehouse for having me back. So that song's called Like the Train Tracks. I wrote it while I was on a train, and I was looking back at the tracks, and I realized how straight they were, and I was like, life is not a straight line. So on that note, the next song is hot off the press, and it is about kind of what you do when life throws you curveballs. And I actually wrote this in the shower. And I had this mantra going, and it was just, give it some time. Honey, everything will be all right, honey. And so it's called Give It Some Time. Give it some time, honey. Everything'll be alright, honey. Give it some time, honey. Everything'll be alright. How is it one day you wake up and it's different than yesterday? You wake up wondering what the hey, this can't be real. How is it one day you wake up and it's different than yesterday? Can't trust nobody, is what they mean, what they say. Was I dreaming? Tell me I'm dreaming. Please, God, tell me I'm dreaming. Was I dreaming? Was I dreaming? Tell me I'm dreaming. Please, God, tell me I'm dreaming. Darling, no, you weren't dreaming. So just give it some time, honey. Everything'll be alright, honey. Sing it. Give it some time, honey, yeah. Everything'll be alright. How is it one day you wake up and it's different than yesterday? Another world war is underway. This can't be real. How is it one day somebody's breathing easily, and then the next day they're all gone. They're all gone, 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 gone. Was I dreaming? Tell me I'm dreaming. Please, God, tell me I'm dreaming. Was I dreaming? Was I dreaming? Tell me I'm dreaming. Please, God, tell me I'm dreaming. Darling, no, you weren't dreaming. Here we go. So just give it some time, honey. Everything'll be alright, honey. Give it some time, honey. Everything'll be alright. Thank you. So I'm going to invite my friend Mark Shapiro up on guitar. You may recognize Mark. He's been here many times before in another duo, Mark and Billy. And when I moved to the Upper Valley in pandemic era, Mark was the first to introduce me to the music scene. So I'm very grateful for that. This next song, so that last song was my newest song. This next song is one of my oldest songs. I wrote it about 10 years ago, and it's called What is War? And I dug it out because I've been thinking a lot lately about what society can do to reduce conflict. And is it, do we increase our deterrence posture? Do we, make more women leaders in the world? I think that would help. I'm glad you agree. Or is it something as simple as reminding ourselves that we're all human? And the example I always think about is, okay, you're driving down I-90 and you're trying to switch lanes, or you're in a traffic jam and you really want to get over there. No one's letting you in. You roll down the window, put your arm out and wave. And 99% of the time, all of a sudden, they'll let you go. Because they now remember that there's a human being inside of that tin box. And it's funny, but how could we, take that as an example and scale it? So That was a long way of introducing what is war. Ready? Guns and missiles galore, firing right at the doorstep of 7-year-old Theodore, who doesn't even know what is war. What is war? What are we fighting for? Is it deterrence or defense? There's a big difference. Is it deterrence or defense? Is it deterrence or defense? There's a big difference. Is it deterrence or defense? On TV of bloody people on the screen, and I thought my daddy'd have to join the war. What is war? What are we fighting for? Is it deterrence or defense? There's a big difference. Is it deterrence or defense? Is it deterrence or defense? There's a big difference. Is it deterrence or defense? Ultimate weapon is no weapon. Get rid of the guns, get rid of the wars, get rid of the bullets in your drawers, get rid of the missiles, get rid of the pistols. We can't do this anymore. Get rid of the guns, get rid of the wars, get rid of the bullets in your drawers. Why do our movies normalize cruelty? We can't teach this anymore. So now we're locking our doorknobs, 'cause some people treat missiles like lollipops, and I'm holding back tears hard. Wouldn't have to do this if it wasn't for war. We're playing fast and loose with laws of war. Should war crime be an oxymoron? When will we learn that liberation of one is liberation for all? When will we learn liberation of one is liberation for all? When will we learn what is war? When will we learn no more war? If women ruled the world, would there be war? If women ruled the world, would there be war? Thank you. All right, we're gonna lighten it up. So this next song, I actually took a songwriting class last summer with Celia Woodsmith, who you may know is the lead singer of the band Delamay. I believe she's originally from Norwich. And she had us doing a lot of these exercises where we'd have to write a chorus in 10 minutes or something. And so one of those exercises was happening, and I got a text message, and it was something about, "Did you decide yet?" And then I was like, oh, I guess that's gonna be my song. But it made me remember, wow, I forget the statistic, but I mean, we make so many decisions every day, right? So this song is called "Did You Decide Yet?" Walked to the grocery store to buy me some pickles. Got into a pickle trying to narrow down the pickles. Dill full sour, half sour, sweet. Oh my God, what shall I eat? Did you decide yet? Did you decide? The questions on my doorstep delivered all the time. Teach us to fly, bird, teach us to fly. We all have wings, but lose sight of them sometimes. Walked out of college trying to find me a job. Architect, teacher, lawyer, coffee shop. So many choices, what could go wrong? Might as well throw a dart once and for all. Did you decide yet? Did you decide? The questions on my doorstep delivered all the time. Teach us to fly, bird, teach us to fly. We all have wings, but lose sight of them sometimes. Throwing a party for my neighbors to come catch up. Talk about the random giraffe on the run. Rain in the forecast, should we postpone? What's another inch of rain? The lawn is mowed. Whoa, soothe your soul. Don't spin like a top. Just take it slow. I said, soothe your soul, stand your ground, and just say no. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna switch it up and I'm gonna join Mark on the stage with the ukulele, so I'll see you up there. So this song is called Ordinary People. I wrote it on the metro. I guess there's a theme here. And as I was standing in the metro, there was a blind man, and we were not, maybe a few feet apart, and it almost seemed like we caught each other's gaze, and there was a smile, but I knew he couldn't see me. And the doors opened and he went off on his own, and I just really admire people like that who are able to still be independent. And so this song is called Ordinary People, and I guess it has a similar theme as What Is Warts. We're all ordinary people in the end. I do want you guys to sing when we get to the chorus. You'll pick it up. A poor man whistling on about a red pen, happy as hell without a dime to spend. His world's full of gold. A rich man rambling on about a bent pen, mad as hell with too much to spend. Oh, he can't go on, thinks he can't go on. Whoa, people, ordinary people, young and old and rich and poor people. There you go, your turn. Whoa, people, ordinary people, young and old and rich and poor people. A young boy, clingy little thing, yeah, his mama's boy, wondering why he can't have that toy like the others with perfection. Smile, we make connection as the day unfolds. A deaf man feels the body's vibration, speaks without hesitation. Oh, I wish we were all that bold. Wish we were all that bold. Memories go. The young girl listening wide-eyed discovered a fountain of youth is like clockwork, forever young, forever young. Here we go. We're all people, people, ordinary people, young and old and rich and poor people. I want to hear you. Ordinary people, young and old and rich and poor people. One more time. Oh, people, people, ordinary people, young and old and rich and poor people. We're all people, people, ordinary people, young and old and rich and poor people. Thank you. So this is our last song. It's a cover, and I saved it for last because I always lose my voice with this particular song. So I have like half a jug of honey in here. And I actually tried to get a voice lesson before this gig, but it didn't happen eventually. But stick around. Come say hi to us at the merch table. We've got some CDs for sale if you're interested. And definitely stick around for Tommy Crawford and Green Heron. We've got a great lineup. And thanks again for coming out. Another hand for Mark Shapiro on the guitar. And I'm Devin Tracy. I am an old woman named after my mother. Soul man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning, thunder were desire, this old house would have burnt down long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of that old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. I was a young girl. Had me a cowboy. He wasn't much to look at. just a free round man. That was a long time, no matter how I tried. Years just flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of that old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of that old rodeo. Sing it, just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Thank you.
Can't get to a microphone. Thank you, Devin, Tracy, and Mark Shapiro.